Just wanted to send this out to you, this review from a solid weekend of play. Nothing, too drastic here. Just wanted to show you guys some things. Maybe we can work on a little bit. Most have to do with, in possession time and space, but maybe some defensive shape and decisions when we're out of possession as well. So again, recognizing here, the teams for that we played in Jersey, both age or both clubs, tend to have, numbers back and defending. So recognizing where open time and space is, once we get this ball, is very important. Are we going to try and force it in, or could we come over here, Mia T, get under, and then maybe switch the point of attack and keep a little bit more possession. And once you do that, it just stretches them out from being here. If you could switch the point of attack, it makes their defense be a little bit wider. So good little interplay there. Now the question is, could we get on the ball here, receive, Rafi can get out wide there, and we can look to stretch them out a little bit. Because we're now dribbling 1v2, it puts us in a situation where we have to deal with a transition moment. And again, that's why you keep the ball and switch the point of attack so that you don't have to deal with, counterattacks and transition moments. Again, finding open space and how to build out. We know you did a session on this last night as well. Can we get a little bit higher in this situation? And Mia G, can we take her away to give us more time to play into these open spaces? Instead, what's happening is when we play a ball, we immediately put our teammate under pressure. So because you're in a straight line, it's an easier run for this defender to get to, and now you have less time. And so she's putting her under pressure, putting you under pressure, and then you're having to clear the danger, and now we're out of trouble. Again, I mean, now we're in trouble. And they're able to get on the ball and create stuff inside our 18. And that's the last thing we want to do when we're looking to build up on a goal kick. Recognize transition to defend moments. In that situation here, too much open space. You know, starting back up. I'm going to back up just a little bit. We lose possession of the ball. Immediately. We want to make sure we're getting back. For me, I think the back line is a little too far back and too spread out, which gives this player and others time to run into that area. So, again, stepping up our back line so that we can engage them right here becomes very important. So, Kathy, I think you got to I want to say that's Elle over there. I think you want to let her do her job and defend this player, and then you kind of drop back and cover. If that doesn't happen and the ball goes through, then Eliza's got to be quick to get there, and apply pressure, which she does. But again, now you have three of our players right here instead of a back line. And all of this could have been avoided if the back line just steps up to the half a little higher. Same thing here, transition to defend moment. If we lose possession of the ball, what are we going to do to get it back? And where's the open space for them to attack? So again, keep them on the sideline here as best as you can. Keep working back. This challenge here has to be tighter. We knew the ball was coming down this way, so Kathy, it's important for you to get back and cover Eliza, and then Elle as well, making sure we're getting back to cover, because right now we're just a little too spread apart here, with our back line. So it's important for us in the event that we're able to, if the other team's able to get on the ball, we have to clean it up a little bit and cover each other a little better. Here's, can we get the ball out a little quicker? Defensive shape is pretty good here, but again, look at the line from in between our midfielders to our 10, our three other midfielders, and then look at where our back line is. There's just too much of a gap here for them to be able to play in between the lines against us. So again, when our back four finally comes into play, right, remember the ball started right here on a goal kick, and we're really far back to be able to affect. So now what does that give them a chance to do? Gives them a chance to play into open spaces behind us. And again, I'll explain it this way. If we step up and defend higher, then we do less running. There's less sprints from here to here, less sprints from here to here, less sprints from here to here, because we're meeting the team, meeting the opponent in their half, and it's a lot less distance for us to run. Just recognizing group defending here. So I think this is the penalty kick. So if Kathy goes to step to that player, again, Aliza, we've got to be tighter in cover, and we've got to be tighter in cover. It's okay if they pass to this wide player here, but we need to make sure that we have, cover here instead of it being a last person defending in that situation. Again, very similar here. Are we covering? Are we stepping? So again, Kathy steps, cover. Mia T doesn't have to cover because she's in a good spot. Aliza has to cover. Rafi has to cover, but keep this player in mind right here. But because of the penalty call, we're a little late to get there, and I mean, can't blame Kathy for not wanting to get into a dribble match with the player in the box, because that's not her role, is to defend 1v1 there. It's her role and the back four's role to cover each other and protect each other so they don't have to go in on tackles, which cause free kicks, regardless of where they are. Recognizing ball security and clearances, when we do finally get this ball, is there time and space for us to keep the ball? There, Rafi, probably want to play back or swing the ball around, spin your body around to be able to take the ball out wide, which is the key for a left-footed left back, or right-footed right back, to be able to get your dominant foot going outside and then playing it forward here. Once we get on this ball here, again, make sure we put a lot of strength behind it, a little too slow to get the ball away. And again, the ball is just bouncing around because we're just kind of jabbing at it instead of, getting the ball under control. Pretty good here, except for, in terms of a long kick. Our back four needs to be up here. Our wide midfield, 6, 10, this is the shape that you should have if we're kicking long, and so Alyssa and Maura and Marianne, your guys' role to make sure that we're getting up and in and together, as opposed to being really spread out, because now you see the amount of space they have to win the ball, and you can see all of us are here, so we're barely getting out of our own half. So the more numbers we can have around the ball to get first and second balls, is very important for us. Avoids us from giving up, crosses and opportunities in front of our own goal and in our own half. Yeah, we're not out, and it's because we just rush to defend. So now we're just kind of running around trying to get it. One touch off of us, one touch off of us, another, I think, one, and then a cross comes in. So again, being a little more composed to get the ball out of trouble is very important for us. So we know you guys had two solid matches. Just wanted to give you guys give you guys some information to review. Hope it helps, and we'll see you guys at